All I can say is, uh, I didn't realize that right after his appearance at the balcony, within an hour, he met with the vice president, and then within an hour or two after that, he apparently he had a stroke. Um, oh shoot, the stroke. There was a couple of different events that happened. A stroke and I guess something else happened pulmonary wise with his lungs. Um, what the heck? You know, he looked tired when he came to the balcony. He looked worn out, but he was still lucid. He still had you could still feel the fight there. I mean, what the heck? I'm just shocked. And the vice president showed up with his entire family and his entire entourage. And then the cardinal, his assistant, Cardinal, it's a German name. His German cardinal assistant. And then, I mean, there's a lot of people in that room. Um, I guess it wore him out too much. It got him too upset. Probably got him too upset. Let me tell you, if I was a vice president and I went to see the Holy Father in that situation, I would say, Holy Father, can you hear my confession? Not say, oh, we're praying for you. I hope you get better. It's not your grandpa. This is the leader of the Catholic world. This is our elected leader. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'd do. And then I'd kiss the ring and I'd say, ask questions about their life, make a connection, because that's the only time I'm ever going to see him. I mean, how many times does heads of states see the Holy Father? Generally, they see the Vatican ambassador or Secretary of Foreign Relations, somebody like that. But anyway, that's crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's just all I can say is that's crazy. Crazy. Casts even more of a negative light, in my opinion, on this administration. Wow. And you know they're already trying to put their foot in the door by picking an anti Pope Francis Vatican Secretary of State, or Vatican Ambassador, I mean. Yeah. Red and blue have never done us good. But QAnoners, and then apparently there's a lot of Hebrew Israelite QAnoners around here. I mean, I don't want to break it down into groups, but I'll just say there's some really evil people around here, and there's some docile supporters of Trump, and there's some pretty destructive supporters of Trump. And there's some people that pretend they're not supporters of Trump, but they are. And they're also destructive, malignant narcissists. Actually, no, they would be covert narcissists. But evil. I'm not going to say it's end times. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I heard somebody talking at the VA today, a couple of ladies. Now, I don't know if they're talking about Medjugorje or not. Medjugorje is not an approved apparition. Now, 20 years later, I'll believe everything that's said at Medjugorje when the church reviews everything. It's not accepted yet, you know? So I would wait and I would take things with a grain of salt. But that being said, and there's no final secret that says coming is the last pope, the end of blah blah. No, there's no such thing. There's no great Fatima secret about the end of the world. It's not. There's other revelations. But anyway, and even Guadalupe. But it's not the end of the world. Even Jesus said, I'll come as a thief in the night. And he even said, yeah, only the Father knows. And then people say, I've had people say to me, well, how can you say it's not if nobody knows except the Father? Because Jesus also told us to not worry about tomorrow, to be as the sparrow who doesn't worry about their food that's coming tomorrow. They only eat the food that God gives them today, to not fret about tomorrow, because everything will be given what's needed in the right time, the right place. That's why the end's not coming.